Relationships are complicated, messy, and at times, utterly confusing. Making the decision to stay or leave can feel like one of the most agonizing crossroads many of us will face in our lifetime. The weight of this choice isn't just about ending a partnership. It's about redirecting the entire trajectory of your life. Before you make that final decision to end your relationship, there are several crucial factors worth considering that might save you from potential regret down the line. First, understand that ambivalence is completely normal. Many people believe that when you're making the right choice, you should feel 100% certain. This is a dangerous myth. Research from relationship psychologists suggests that even in the healthiest partnerships, people experience moments of doubt. If you're waiting for absolute certainty before making your decision, you might be waiting forever. The reality is that relationships exist on a spectrum, and most fall somewhere in the middle, neither absolutely perfect nor completely terrible. It's also worth recognizing that every relationship goes through cycles. Dr. John Gottman, one of the leading researchers on marital stability, found that relationships naturally fluctuate between periods of connection and disconnection. What feels like insurmountable distance today might be a temporary valley rather than a permanent state. Before deciding to end things, consider whether you're in a natural low point that could potentially improve with time and effort. This leads us to an essential question. Are you making this decision from a place of clarity or crisis? Many relationship-ending decisions happen during emotional peaks, after a devastating argument, a painful revelation, or during a period of intense stress. Your brain literally functions differently when you're in an emotionally flooded state. The prefrontal cortex, responsible for rational decision-making, becomes less active while your amygdala, the emotional center, takes over. This isn't the optimal state for making life-altering choices. When evaluating your relationship, it's crucial to distinguish between solvable problems and perpetual issues. According to Gottman's research, nearly 70% of relationship conflicts are perpetual problems, ongoing issues that will never completely disappear. The success of long-term relationships doesn't hinge on having no problems. It depends on how couples manage these inevitable conflicts. Before ending your relationship, consider whether you're dealing with solvable problems that haven't been properly addressed or perpetual issues that could potentially be managed with better communication strategies. Speaking of communication, have you actually expressed your concerns clearly to your partner? Many people fall into what therapists call mind-reading expectations, assuming their partner should somehow intuitively know what's bothering them. Before concluding that your relationship is beyond repair, ensure you've communicated your needs directly and specifically. This means moving beyond vague statements like, "I'm unhappy," to more actionable expressions like, "I need more emotional support when I'm dealing with work stress." Another critical consideration is whether external factors are influencing your relationship satisfaction. Research from the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology found that external stressors like financial problems, work pressure, health issues, or family conflicts often get misdirected as relationship dissatisfaction. Before deciding your relationship is the problem, consider whether these external pressures are creating strain that's being misattributed to your partnership. Many people also fail to recognize how their individual mental health impacts their relationship perception. Depression, anxiety, and other conditions can cast a negative filter over everything, including otherwise healthy relationships. Studies show that during depressive episodes, people recall negative relationship events more easily than positive ones, creating a skewed perception of their partnership. If you're struggling with mental health challenges, addressing these issues might significantly change how you view your relationship. Let's talk about the grass is greener syndrome. Our cultural narrative often suggests that if a relationship requires work, something is fundamentally wrong. Social media compounds this by showing us carefully curated glimpses of seemingly perfect relationships, leading many to believe they're settling for less than they deserve. The reality is that all relationships require maintenance and effort. Before ending your current relationship in pursuit of something better, be honest about whether your expectations are realistic or idealized. Then there's the question of personal growth and change. Many relationships end because one person believes they can't grow or evolve within the confines of the partnership. But personal development and relationship commitment aren't mutually exclusive. In fact, secure relationships often provide the very foundation that enables deeper personal growth. Before concluding that your relationship is holding you back, consider whether you've actually communicated your evolving needs and aspirations to your partner. It's also worth examining the patterns you bring to relationships. Many people end relationships only to find themselves recreating the same dynamics with new partners. As the saying goes, wherever you go, there you are. Before deciding your relationship is the problem, consider what relationship patterns you've experienced across different partnerships. Are you repeating certain behaviors or attracting similar types of conflicts? These patterns often point to unresolved personal issues rather than relationship incompatibility. When considering whether to end a relationship, many people focus exclusively on problems while overlooking strengths. This negativity bias is a well-documented psychological phenomenon where negative experiences have a stronger impact on our mental state than positive ones. Before making your decision, intentionally reflect on what's working in your relationship, not just what's broken. Research suggests that healthy relationships maintain at least a 5.1 ratio of positive to negative interactions. Another crucial factor is understanding your attachment style and how it influences your perception of relationship problems. Those with anxious attachment may be hypersensitive to signs of rejection or abandonment, while those with avoidant attachment might interpret normal closeness as suffocating. These attachment-driven reactions can lead to premature relationship termination. Understanding your attachment patterns can help distinguish between genuine relationship problems and attachment triggers. Have you considered relationship therapy? Many couples wait until they're already considering separation before seeking professional help, often too late for effective intervention. Studies show that couples typically wait 6 years after problems develop before seeking therapy. A skilled couples therapist can help identify dysfunctional patterns and create strategies for addressing them, potentially revealing solutions you haven't considered on your own. There's also timing to consider. Major life transitions, job changes, moves, health challenges, having children, put enormous strain on relationships. Research indicates that relationship satisfaction naturally decreases during these transitions. Before ending your relationship during a major life change, consider whether you're giving your partnership a fair evaluation under extraordinary circumstances. What about values alignment? While compromise is essential in relationships, fundamental incompatibilities in core values can create ongoing conflict. Before making your decision, distinguish between preferences, which can be negotiated, and values, which are foundational to who you are. If your relationship struggles stem from preference differences rather than value conflicts, there may be more room for resolution than you realize. It's important to examine your expectations about love and relationships. Many of us carry unconscious beliefs from childhood, media, or past experiences that create unrealistic standards. The belief that love should always feel passionate, that partners should fulfill all our needs, or that conflict indicates incompatibility can lead to premature relationship termination. Before ending your relationship, examine whether your expectations are realistic or idealized. Consider, too, whether you've reached what therapists call emotional divorce, a state where you've psychologically disconnected from your partner long before the physical separation. When emotional divorce occurs, people often report feeling like roommates rather than partners. While this state can feel irreversible, research suggests that rebuilding emotional connection is possible with intentional effort, especially when both partners are willing to engage in the process. Finally, think about what you're moving toward, not just what you're leaving behind. Many relationship endings are reactive rather than proactive, focused more on escaping current discomfort than moving toward greater fulfillment. Before ending your relationship, develop clarity about what you're seeking beyond the relationship. Without this clarity, you risk carrying unresolved issues into future partnerships. None of this is to suggest you should stay in an unhealthy or unfulfilling relationship. Sometimes ending a relationship is absolutely the right choice. Signs that it may be time to leave include persistent patterns of abuse, addiction without treatment efforts, continuous disrespect, or fundamental value incompatibilities that create ongoing conflict. I hope this video is helpful to you. Please like and subscribe so I can continue creating videos for you.